separate entity, if you will. That's what, everything's an entity. Everything is business, you know? But our business is what? With Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. And then when you sign off on these other contracts and things of that nature, you're signing off on that entity. You're signing off to another God. They own you.
Yep. That's why you gotta get a driver's license.
Yeah.
You know, that's a contract.
Hell yeah, it's a contract.
A rental. When you move into somebody else, you gotta sign a rental. You gotta sign a lease. That's a contract.
Even when you buy a house, you sign it off. You basically loan it from the bank. I mean, you're renting from the bank.
Yeah.
Until you pay it off, right? But then even still after you may own it, right? And how the apostles always go into the, if I'm quoting it right, the allodial title, which nobody owns the land. So there's no way you can own anything in this society.
Oh, they're gonna know. It's Paul White.
All right? You get a car, you gotta go through emissions. You don't own that. All right? You gotta get insurance on that. All right? You gotta put your property in a contract with the state, even the government, if you will. You know what else is a contract? You're a woman. That's why what happens when a woman, that's why this place is deranged, man. These places are full of bug outs, man. Because essentially a person's goal in life is to get married, essentially with the state. And they say, in a nigga's mindset, and that's the contract between you, your spouse, and with the Most High. In which the Most High is not the Most High, right? Why? Because your contract is essentially with the state, like I said earlier. Which, that's why he says it, by the power that's invested in me. How did that pastor get that power? He went to school and got a certificate, a doctrine, a doctor of divinity. All right, which the word doctor, when you look it up, it means to falsify. So he's falsifying divinity to signify that you belong to that woman. When that's not what the scriptures say. The scriptures say when Isaac took Rebekah into Sarah's tent, he said when he took her, he lay with her, she became his wife. That's what made a man, a woman, that was the contract back then. The contract back then was a physical force. The contract was the spilling of blood. When a woman basically, when you popped a cherry, that was the contract agreement. The token, if you got it, anybody got that? The token? Okay. When you look up the word token, all right? When that was the token, which a token is what? A process of payment, meaning you're allowed to pass through. Because nowadays, what do you have? You have Metro cards, you have Easy Pass. But back then, back in the day, in the 90s, when you wanted to pass through somewhere, you had to have a token. That means you are allowed access. The allowing of access now is all digital. And that was the formation of the chip. That's why you have now what? You have digital sex. You literally have that out here. You people are bugged out, man. And you actually allow this shit to go on in your neighborhoods. They're gonna teach it in your schools, and you're gonna allow it. You people are bugged out, man. You people are, your minds, you don't have minds, all right? The people nowadays are just airheaded. You're waiting for your government to just fill your mind with whatever they want you to have, man. Whatever their philosophy is. And then a nigga, now I was talking to Jake too, a way of a contract or agreement or them conforming to the beast or the system or the image is the school system. We always talk about it, right? But why most of the times do Jake want to move into a certain neighborhood? Why? Because, the school system is a little better. Not knowing you could, if you got the means behind whatever you need or whatever the case is, you could teach your child. Don't matter what school system, they all learning bullshit. You may have had honor classes, if you will, in school. How much of that stuff were you using today? It was all null and void to set you up for their system, man, to bind you up in a stronger bind, man. All right, bring out whatever brothers got.
This is 1 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 19. It says, for the wisdom of this world is foolishness unto Yahweh.
That's right. The wisdom of this world is foolishness with the Most High, man. Everything that you esteem of great intellect or great wisdom is stupid. That's why you exhort niggas' lifestyles based around Instagram and Twitter, man. That's a fact. Niggas, God is Google, man. Straight up, man. Read that again.
This is 1 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 19. For the wisdom of this world is foolishness unto Yahweh.
You people believe whatever you type on Google, man. If your computer it pops up on your TV or your monitor screen, you believe it. You could just snapshot something, whatever the case is. You could take the picture on your phone and say, look, I Googled it, and a nigga, that's doctrine. Keep going.
It says, for it is written that he taketh the wise in their own craftiness.
Right, keep going.
I'm gonna get the one you like. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 1, verse 19. It says, for it is written, I will destroy the wisdom of the wise, and I will bring nothing. I will bring to nothing the understanding of the prudent.
Right, I will bring to nothing the understanding of the prudent. Another word for prudent is wise, man. So all this prestige, all the things that people call prestigious in America is really foolish with the Most High if you believe in God, which we know you so-called white people don't believe in God, and that's a fact. All right, that's a fact. Go ahead.
Verse 20, it says, where is the wise? Where is the scribe? Where's the disputer of this world?
Right, because the things that are coming here in America, all right, do you have any idea what's coming to America? What's America's future? I'm asking you.
No, I'm not trying to just listening to.
Okay, but I'm asking, do you have okay, for instance, right, you see it's cloudy and out in the sky, you project there's gonna be rain, right?
Yeah,
Typically, right? Hypothetically, right? So, based upon theory of your conclusion of your evidence. So, based upon the evidence and the way America's constructed right now, what do you see America's future? Short future.
Uncertain.
No pictures, please. You can ask questions however you want to do, but no pictures. People like to do funny stuff with these pictures, so that's why we say no. But anyway, going back, just like when you go to a job interview, they ask you, where do you see yourself in 5 years? All right, so I'm asking, where do you see yourself in 5 years? Any of you people?
I have hopes, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully working for myself and I have an answer to a boss, you know.
No, that's a good answer. That's a very good answer. That's an answer of a man that wants rulership. Okay. You want rulership.
Yeah.
Right. So what we're teaching for our people is the next rulership to come. But it's going to be started with the one whom the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. All right? Because the one whom the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ is our direct lineage. We come from the same forefather. And he's the king of our nation. So when he comes back, he's going to set up other kings up under him, up under their provinces. So we can rule in righteousness on the earth. Let's get that. 2 Ezra 6 and 54. All right, because all these other nations, all these other people, they're supposed to be our servants. Leviticus 25 and 44. All right?
So I can be for it, I don't care.
It's all good, brother. Go ahead, bring it up.
This is 2 Ezra 6, verse 54. And after these, Adam also, whom thou madest Lord of all thy creatures, of him come we all. And the people also, whom thou hast chosen.
So everybody came from Adam, right? The man Adam, but it's also mainly talking about the people of the chosen. You have a chosen people. Keep going.
All this have I spoken before thee, O Lord, because thou madest the world for our sake.
You see that? The Most High said that he made the world for our sakes. The world is supposed to be ours, but we have to get back to our power, how to serve our power. And I'm gonna tell you mainly what it is coming up under men that's on the earth right now. A lot of our people have pride. They look at our people, especially us being younger. They don't want to listen to us. They look at us like we're crazy. But they'll run up in these schools and these colleges and sit there quiet while there's some white man talking or some man that got a degree from a white man and sit there and listen and be humble and docile. But when it comes to their own people talking outside of what society teaches, they don't want to listen. But you know what that comes with? You know what you need to have in order to hear that?
What knowledge?
Faith.
Faith.
That's right. Faith. Faith.
Interesting.
Right, because you mentioned hope earlier, right? You mentioned hope earlier, right?
Yeah.
What do you have hope in? You can't have hope in this dollar. Because as you know, if you know anything about the dollar, it ain't worth anything, right or wrong?
You're right about that.
So you got to get hope with the Heavenly Father and His Son. That's how, when you come here, We'll teach you how to do that. See, Jake want to run behind that woman, man. That's why the scripture says what? Through her we all die, man. She said, let's move, let's do it. Okay? That's what's wrong with the society. It's ass backwards, man. Most of these younger females too, they want to get a man that they want to just tell what to do anyway. They basically want a house pet. Make me laugh. It's not what a man's job is. A man's job is to pound you, make you go to work, make you have children. Alright? Bring the scriptures, man.
This is Leviticus chapter 25, verse 24. 25, verse 44. It says, both thy bondmen and thy bondmaids, which thou shalt have, shall be of the heathen, and that are round about. And,
Right. So there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with slavery, man. Because that's what that word goes back to. Bondmen and bondwomen. Look that up, Omar. You look that up on Blue Letter. See what that word is. That's Leviticus 25 and 44. More than likely is abad, all right, which means servant, man, or another word for slave, all right? So we're gonna show you that in the Bible, ultimately ain't nothing wrong with having slaves. And you know who the slaves are gonna be? You people, you so-called Asians. Your future in this world is not to be the next rulers, all right? Because everybody looks at them like they're high and mighty, like they're extra, like their intellect is way higher than anybody else, especially Jake. You know? Read Leviticus 25:44 again. Hold that spot.
Leviticus chapter 25, verse 44. It says, both thy bondmen and thy bondmaids which thou shalt have shall be of the heathen that are round about.
Keep going.
And of them shall ye buy bondmen and bondmaids.
That's right. We're gonna have auctioning blocks set up, man. All right? See, sometimes we come out here, we not as harsh, but through the spirit, that's one of these days today, man. You know, we catching hell all throughout the week from Esau, you know? So, hey, man, it's an even exchange of energy, man. All right? We're going to prophesy the downfall of this place and tell you like it is. All right? So you got that word?
Yep.
What is it?
It's abad.
Abad, right?
Yep.
Read the definition.
Definition: slave, servant, manservant, subject, servant, worship.
That's right, because that's what the scriptures say, man. That the other nations are going to come and worship at our feet. All right? Get that Revelation, 2 and 9, 3 and 9. You know? That's what's going to happen, man. Hey, lucky we ain't got these signs out here, man. Lord's will, like I said before, when more and more Jakes come up in these camps, we going to have the signs out here, man. Everything is in due season. Nobody can stop this program, man. You could bind us up, lock us up right now at this moment. The Most High said he'll raise up stones if he wanted to, man. So America's indubitably gonna be wiped off the map, man. The children of Israel are verily gonna be the next rulers on the earth, man. All right? When you look at the word verily in the scriptures, it says the word kan, which we say in Hebrew, kan. You might hear brothers say kan, which they'll say yes. But the word is bigger than just yes. Because that goes back to what we were talking about earlier about having an oath and yet let your yea be yea. Because when you say kan to something in Hebrew, that means surely. That means without a doubt. A common yes and no is so far-fetched in this world. You could tell somebody like, yo, I'ma help you move your boxes tomorrow, whatever. Or I'ma help you, wash your car tomorrow. Yeah, you got me? Yeah, I got you. And somebody just keeps saying yeah, and it's just like nothing, man. In the ancient world, your word was your bond. That's where you get that, Jake saying that, my word is my bond, or my word is my born. All right? Because your born represents your life. Jake say that in the world. It's a fact. Your born is your life. So when you put your word on your life, why? Because that's how business was conducted. If I was a carpenter, that was my lifestyle. And if I said I have something done for you, I put my word on it. That means I put my life on it. I put my lifestyle on it. That means my kids gotta eat this way.
Is that word bond is the same thing for bondage?
Which is more than likely, look it up. Look it up. All right?
If I may, that's how the Heavenly Father is. You
That's
know,
right.
He put His word before Himself.
That's
you know,
right. That's
we
right.
ought to be the same way.
That's right, exactly, man. And we are supposed to act in that image, man. All right? The scriptures talk about that in Ezra, man. We're being held accountable because the Most High gave us His image. Not you so-called white people. That's why this world is turned upside down, man. That's why you got grown-ass men wearing pink, man. All right? Grown-ass men wearing tight-ass pants, man. The funny thing is you so-called white people ruling. That's the funny thing, man. All right? Let's go, man. Bring these scriptures. Let's go.
This is Revelations 3, verse 9. Behold, I'll make them of the synagogue of Satan, which say they are Jews and are not, but do lie. Behold, I'll make them to come and worship before thy feet.
Yeah, I will make them to come to worship at thy feet. The so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are going to be worshiped at our feet, man. You are the nation specifically, man. All right? And the people that come up against our people, and the ones of our people as well, is going to come up and worship at the elect's feet, man. All right? Let's get that. Get that for me. Second Ezra, the 8th chapter. We say don't worry about how the sinners are going to be saved.
It's the 9th chapter.
That's the 8th chapter.
Oh. Wow.
When I went is in the 8th chapter.
Wow.
All right? Well, come on, let's go.
This is Psalm chapter 2, verse 8. It says, "Ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thine inheritance, and the uttermost parts of the earth for thy possession."
See, the Most High is going to give the heathen for our inheritance, man. All right? The cities, the walls of Jerusalem are going to be built up by the hands and the sweat and the bloodshed of you other nations, man. Starting with you so-called white people. And we ain't talking about you peon white people, because you have no idea what's going on out here, man. No idea what's going on out here, man. All right?
Verse 9, it says, "Thou shalt break them with a rod of iron, thou shalt dash them in pieces like potter's vessels."
Right, go into it.
You know, like the brothers were saying, you know, the heathen, you know, the heathen, you know, the people that you don't see on this sign, known as the heathen, so-called white man, the biblical Edomites, Moabites, you know, Ishmaelites, Elamites, they all going in slavery under subjection, starting with Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua and the rest of the elect, you know, and they're gonna worship before our feet. And they don't want to obey the law of the land, which is going to be starting with Yahushua, you know. The scripture says we're going to break them with a rod of iron, you know. Like the brother was getting into, you know.
That's right, that's right. So we're into life, man. Not only are we into life, we're into life everlasting. All right? We're not looking to die, man. All right? You ask, that's the mindset of the people of this society. We all die one day. We all die one day. But not according to the Most High. Not according to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. Well, you know, faggots, dykes, lesbians, the LGBT community is gonna die. Plain and simple. You got all this gay pride shit going on, they're gonna die, man. The Most High is gonna wipe. For that very reason, the Most High is gonna wipe America off the face of the earth.
2 Peter 2:6.
Okay? One of y'all brothers get that, man.
Okay.
Go ahead, bring out.
Yeah, this is 2 Ezra 8:55. It says, "And therefore ask thou no more questions concerning the multitude of them that perish."
Yeah, don't ask any questions. Don't inquire about the ones that are gonna die, man. Keep going.
Yeah, it says, for when they had taken liberty, they despised the Most High, thought scorn of His law.
That's right. See, when they had taken liberty, when the Most High told you to go follow after His customs, you took liberty and said, "Look, I'm gonna just do whatever I want to do, man." All right, go ahead.
It says, for when they had taken liberty, they despised the Most High.
Right,
They hated the Most High.
That's right, man. When you despise the Most High, when you despise anything, you hate it. The word hate deals with a strong dislike, man. And our people hate themselves, man. All right, go ahead.
Thought scorn of His law.
Right, thought scorned of His law, man. You thought it'd be a wickedness, or you thought it was gonna be torment to keep the laws of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, man. Keep going.
And forsook His ways.
Right? Forsook His ways. Keep going.
Moreover, they have trodden down His righteousness. They have trodden down His righteous. Yeah, it says, moreover, they have trodden down His righteous.
Right. Talking about the elect, man. The servants of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. All right? The only ones that kept it real, so to speak, man. All right, because at the end of the day, we're serving suit, even in rulership. All right, why? Because we're supposed to serve Yahweh Bashim Yahshai as kings. What you holding? Get Proverbs 31. You're gonna start at the top. Go ahead.
Yeah, verse 58 it says, and said in their heart that there is no God, yea, and that knowing they must die.
Yeah, and knowing that they must die, man. That's really mostly talk about our people, man. All right, our people know that there's a heavenly Father. We know that there's a higher power, a higher entity that we're supposed to serve. Like you wake up, you roll out of bed, and you know you gotta wake up at 7 o'clock to get to your job by 9. And you know that shit hurt, but you peeling yourself out the bed to go, you know, basically slave labor for someone else. That's how you're supposed to be with the law, statutes, and commandments. When the sun go down, all right, when the new moon arises, you're supposed to drop everything and serve Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, man. Everybody talks about, it's crazy, because these church-going jakes talking about our people, they talk about, well, the law is done away with, but you mentioned the 10 Commandments, and they be like, well, yeah, you're supposed to keep the 10 Commandments. You ask any of them to name the 10 Commandments, they can't do it. And then when you mention the Sabbath day, you know they don't keep that. All right? Wait. Go ahead, let them go.
Verse 59, it says, for as the things aforesaid shall receive you, so thirst and pain are prepared for them.
So thirst and pain is prepared for them, man. That means famine is coming for those people, man. So when you serve Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, there's a reward in it, man. They think we out here just to... First of all, we don't look good doing this, man. According to society, man. All right? We look good in the eyes of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Therefore, we're gonna get our due reward, man. All right? Is more?
Yeah. It says, for as the things aforesaid shall receive you, so thirst and pain are prepared for them.
So thirst and pain is prepared for them. Keep going.
For it was not his will that men should come to naught. And that's it. Yeah.
God, it was not his will. Most High will wasn't for this world to be in the condition that it is. That's why he's gonna wipe it away. Go ahead.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 9. It says, know therefore that the Lord thy power is power, and a faithful power, which keepeth covenant and mercy with them that love him, and keep his commandments to 1,000 generations. Verse 10, and repayeth them that hate him to their face, to destroy them, and he will not be slack. To them that hateth him, he will repay him to his face.
Right, he's gonna repay him to his face. He's gonna repay them, man. All right? Because you want to serve other gods. All right, now go to our call.
Start at top.
What I call?
Proverbs 31.
Yeah, from the top.
This is Proverbs chapter 31, verse 1. It says, the words of the King
Lemuel.
Lemuel, well, it says, the prophecy that his mother taught him. It says, what my son, and what the son of my womb, and what the son of my vows. It says, give not thy strength unto women.
Right, keep going.
Nor thy ways to that which destroyeth kings.
Nor thy ways that destroyeth kings, man. All right? Going after your own heart's lust. That's the way that destroys kings. You seen that with King Solomon. You actually seen that with King Saul and his rebellion. Go ahead.
Verse 4 says, is it not for kings, O Lemuel? Is it not for kings to drink wine, nor for the princes strong drink, lest they drink and forget the law and pervert the judgment of any of the afflicted?
See, that's the whole key, man. Even as a king, you're supposed to be serving Yahweh Bashim Yahushai and the Lord, man. Because that's what a king would do. He would guide and instruct his people. That's it on that. Go ahead.
Come on, this is 1 John 2 and 15. Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him.
Right, and there's no love for this world, man. All right, this world is ass backwards, man. All right? This world has forsaken the Heavenly Father and his Son. All right? Matter of fact, get Revelations 11 and 18. Or 11 and 8.
This is Revelation chapter 11, verse 8. It says, and their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt.
which is spiritually called Sodom and Egypt, right? So that's what we're talking about. The America's a great city. All right? America's the great city. Why? Because everyone, here it is in DC, I bet you ask a lot of these people why they're here visiting, they're tourists. Why? Because they want to see the great majesty, if you will, of the land of America, and how it was built, and how it was raised up. All right? But when they come here, what do they see? Sodom and Gomorrah all over again. All right? Keep going.
It says, and read it from the top, it says, Revelation chapter 11, verse 8, it says, their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt, where also our Lord was crucified.
Well, also our Lord was crucified, man. All right? How does that happen? When you so-called white people came over here, you made us bow to an image of your God. All right? Caesar Borgia, man. Cesare Borgia. All right? And also, too, that came with a philosophy and a doctrine in itself, man. It came with spiritual fornication. All right? It came with us not keeping the law, statute, commandments alive, and having faith in our power. That's what it came with. All right?
Yeah, you know what they did to Gad when they took down Gad? They put the children in like a boarding school. They put them in boarding schools and they trained them up according to the ways, according to their ways, man.
Right. Made them change their names.
Yep.
You know, made them cut their hair. All right? Made them change their language. All right?
And that's one part of how our Lord was crucified.
Oh, let's get that. Micah, the 2nd chapter, oppress a man in his heritage, man. Because that's what happened, man. Our heritage. Not only have you so-called white people oppressed, especially you so-called Jews, man. Not only have you oppressed our people, you oppressed our heritage, man. You took our whole culture, our whole form of worship from us. Our people don't know what the hell is going on prior to 1620. Everything is just black from that point on. It's and black after that too. What I call
Goes back to the school system.
Yup.
You know, that's what the school teaches you. Like you said, people put their trust in this system, the school system, which is nothing but another contract that your parents make.
Yup.
You know,
that's a contract you can't even avoid. You know, but that school system, that's the same system that's why they call it the public fool system. It fooled you. It made a fool out of you, man. All right? People actually revert back to the things that they learned in high school and try to make it seem like it's beneficial or it's profitable to society. Which the history is all wrong. All right? The math is, you basically made math confusion. All right? Which the word math goes back to a Hebrew word, amath. So you basically made you turned the truth, something that was pure, into confusion. All right? Algebra 2 is no reason for that. Nobody's using that in society today. It's a form of oppression. It's the same concept what they did when they took our food from us, the Bible, all right? Took the ingredients and then put the poison in it and fed it back to us. All right, let's go.
This is Micah 2, verse 1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand. And they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man in his house, even a man in his heritage.
Going back to the so-called Native Americans, man, which are the tribe of Gad, the nation of Israel. All right, you oppressed our house. You oppressed our land. All right, because the land isn't as plenteous as it was once upon a time was. Hell, where the fuck is the land? All right, to be all the way frank. All right, because the word land in Hebrew is aratazah, all right, which deals with the earth, all right, the soil, all right, the nutrients of the actual earth itself. You people understand that the earth has a vibration, the earth has a spirit in itself, when you pan here and look at this concrete shit, you're basically suppressing the spirit of the earth, man. All right? The birds are confused, and then when you see a wild bear coming down the street, you're wondering why. Yeah, that's really, like, what do you expect? Like I told, remember them skunks in my old apartment? Them skunks, they used to be back there. Like, damn, I can't even get mad at these niggas, man. You know? But animals know order, man. Because them skunks, they never would fuck with me because they knew that was my domain. You know? But them skunks, it's like, damn, they made a bunker back there. Essentially, they made like a little, you know, passageway they can go. And it's like, damn, you can't get mad at the skunk. I ain't want to kill them motherfuckers. You know, I don't want to kill them. So we just, niggas knew order, man. You know, they wouldn't fuck with me. I come through there, I was kind of shook. Through the spirit, I was kind of shook, but it was like, when I actually walked right past them, they won't fuck with me. You know? But you can't get mad at them. Raccoons, they be going in your garbage. But then you got wicked ass Jake, man. You got wicked ass Jake that they'll leave the garbage outside, and a raccoon will come in the garbage, fuck it all up, because the raccoon is oppressed. And then Jake is fucking simple, and they're fucking heathens to where they'll set up traps, catch it, shoot it, kill it, cook it, and eat it. Jake is bugged out, man. Ass backwards, man. Let's go.
I got something. Yeah, this is Nahum 3:1. It says, "Woe to the bloody city! It is all full of lies and robbery. The prey departeth not. Woe to the bloody city!
The prey departeth not, man. There's nowhere here in America for us to rest. All right? We're the prey. All right? The other nations, starting with the so-called white man, is the predator. All right?
Destruction to this bloody city, man. You just had the Jake, you know, they just killed Castile, right? And he had the trial, and the cop got off. He didn't even get and the cops don't get charged for murder, man. They get charged with what is it called? Manslaughter. When a cop got charged for murder, man, you know, that's not gonna happen, man.
They basically get a pension, and it comes out the pockets of you people, man.
Yeah. Yep.
Just like when you Central Park 5, man.
Yeah. When they kill somebody or they wrong somebody, the person that's wrong gets a lawsuit and the city pays out, and that's taxpayer money, man. So in essence, it's the people, you paying for it, man. You paying for the mistakes of the system, the state.
Yeah, there's no accountability. Let's get that. Wisdom of Solomon, the 5th chapter. He made no account of his labors, man. And then also, too, Zechariah 11:5. All right? Because the so-called white man has been oppressing. They don't, again, see, that's the thing. The so-called white man, you know, he went too far, man. He went way too far, man. He went too deep. You know, he went too deep with this crazy shit, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, and he's about to go further by he's actually trying to orchestrate a genocide of these people right here. Remember Psalm 83, let us cut them off from being a nation?
That's right.
He's actually in the midst of planning a genocide of these people right here. Under the cover of the hour of martial law. Scriptures talk about the time of Jacob's trouble.
That's right.
And the scriptures say if it wasn't for the Lord, we'd all be consumed, man. The scriptures say the righteous shall scarcely be saved, you know?
Right, and the thing is, right? The scripture says what? That's another thing. What I was thinking of is the scripture says, oh man, set those days be shortened for the elect's sake. Get that, you know? Let you get that out. You know, you got something?
Yeah.
You get it.
I got it.
You got okay. Go ahead. Since we there.
This is Matthew chapter 24, verse. I start at 21. It says, "For then shall be great tribulations, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no." So I'm gonna start that over. It says, "Then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor shall ever be."
Right, and that's the tribulation the brother was talking about, man. The hour of martial law, man, which is inevitable. All right? Martial law, famine, that's all coming, man. A lot of you people got dogs, cats, fish tanks with fish in your bowl. You gonna eat all that, man. Go ahead.
It says, and except those days be shortened, there should no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened.
That's right, man, because the Most High has favor, or AKA grace, upon 1/3 of his people, man, here in America. All right? And whatever brothers that, brothers and sisters and families that don't become a subject to this devil, to this beast, to this system that's controlling the globe, all right? The Most High is going to deliver out of the circumstances that come. And I'm gonna say this in the spirit. I believe a lot of the martyrs, because I made, Lord will, that's an honorable thing. A lot of martyrs are gonna come out of these other camps. IUIC, ISUPK, GUOCC, those that really believe, but they on a fence, they straddling the fence. And then at the last day, they're gonna be like, fuck it, I ain't serving you, Esau, fuck you. And they knew the whole time, but they were playing a fence still. But at the last trump, during the hour of temptation, they showed truth, they showed integrity. The Most High I don't know, he still may deliver you. But I believe a lot of the martyrs are gonna come out of that, man. Why? Because you don't want to suffer now, you don't want to die now. All right? So the scriptures say that we die every day, man. We supposed to be dying every day. All right? Meaning what? Shedding off the old man, man. Suffering persecution. You don't want to suffer persecution, and then the last trump, you gird up your loins, the Lord might still deliver you, man.
Trump, that's it. And I saw another angel coming down out of heaven, having the trump of God. That's what why they elected this dude, man, because it's in the Bible already,
Well, essentially, it's in a roundabout way, but not because of the word Trump in there, but in a roundabout way because the Trumps represent destruction.
The address of his headquarters in New York, the Trump Tower?
Oh, yeah. Remind me what it is.
666.
That's right. All right, you're an Israelite, he's an Israelite. See? That's right. See? Most High have mercy on men like that, man. And it's funny because he's more in the know than I bet he ain't got Google. He ain't got no computer. He ain't got nothing. But he's more alert than a person that has all the luxuries. See, that's why the scripture talk about that, man. Give me neither poverty, give me neither poverty nor riches.
And food convenient for me.
Yeah, food convenient for me, man. Because the richness